I don't even blame these guys. They never got any orders. They got the wrong order. Hi there. Oh my god. Handle with care. No kidding. Hi, my name is Shree, and let's waste some time together. Today we're gonna be watching Dr. Strangelove. Now, I don't know anything about this film going in, except that this was recommended highly in my Mel Brooks reactions, in my other reactions, so I figured this might be a comedy. I don't know, I'm going in completely blind, and if you can hear something in the background, it is raining quite heavily, so I figured this is the perfect weather to watch something over a warm cup of cocoa and some snacks. And since I'm going into this completely blind, I'm super excited to check this one out. And this week wasn't really the best. It wasn't really great at all. My mother had a fall, and you know, with old people, that really hurts. And so it's like not good to watch someone you love be in pain. It was really hard to get through this week. I struggled with creating some reactions, and I struggled with even making a video in general. So I figured I should watch something lighthearted, and I hope you guys enjoy this reaction as well. So if you want to watch the full reaction to this, or if you just want to support this channel, you can at patreon.com/ShreeNation, or you can make a one-time donation at buymeacoffee@ShreeNation. You can also become a channel member by clicking on the join button next to the subscribe button. You can also subscribe to my second channel in case anything happens to this one. I also want to give a special shout out to Internet Philosopher for helping me edit this video. You can check out his channel as well. Well, I've wasted enough of your time. Without further ado, let's get into it. It is the stated position of the U.S. Air Force that their safeguards would prevent the occurrence of such events as are depicted in this film. Furthermore, it should be noted that none of the characters portrayed in this film are meant to represent any living persons or dead. Okay, so this is fictional, but I guess based on reality.
The Soviet Union had been at work on what was darkly hinted to be the ultimate weapon. What they were building or why, no one could say.
So is this hinting at the Cold War and the paranoia that was set in that time? Oh, so this is a Stanley Kubrick film. It's been a while. I think I've watched The Shining, 2001, and what else? Full Metal Jacket?
General Ripper, sir.
Group Captain Mandrake speaking.
This is General Ripper speaking.
Peace is our profession. Nice.
I shouldn't tell you this, Mandrake, but you're a good officer and you have a right to know. It looks like we're in a shooting war.
Hell.
He's like, oh no, it's actually real. We thought it was an exercise.
Plan R for Robert. I want all privately owned radios to be immediately impounded. They might be used to issue instructions to saboteurs.
Damn. You can't even own a radio back in the time?
Hey.
Imagine someone confiscating your phones. I mean, I guess they would do that if you're in a concert or something.
Can deliver a nuclear bomb load of 50 megaton, equal to 16 times of all the bombs and shells used by all the armies in World War II.
Holy shit. The amount of bombs in one plane is like so much more than what was used in World War II.
Targets inside Russia.
So this one guy can do so much more damage than what the forefathers can even imagine. Yep. I get you, buddy. Is it the pilot looking at the Playboy? Is he even flying the plane? If everyone's reading or sleeping, who's flying the plane? I don't think autopilot was a thing back in the day. Oh, so they're actually going to attack Plan R for Robert, like they said. This is not a drill.
Crazy, but I just got a message from base over the CRM 114, and he called his wing attack Plan R. R for Romeo.
R for Romeo?
Did you say wing attack Plan R?
Yes, sir, I have.
Wasn't it Plan R for Robert?
You sure you got today's code?
Yes, sir, it is.
Oh, there's just gotta be something wrong.
Don't tell me it was a miscommunication. I do remember them saying Plan R for Robert, and they're saying Plan R for Romeo. Does that mean
Major Kong, message from base confirmed.
Well, boys, I reckon this is it. Nuclear combat toe-to-toe with the Ruskies.
Oh my god. It's actually nuclear combat. And oh my god, is he actually wearing a cowboy hat? Not a helmet.
I'd say that you're all in line for some important promotions and personal citations when this thing's over with.
I don't know. I feel like
Regardless of your race, color,
there
or
was a
your creed.
miscommunication somehow.
Let's get this thing on the hump. We got some flying.
They did say plan R for Robert. He insisted on it.
Yes, General
Hello.
Turgidson is here, but I'm afraid he can't come to the phone at the moment. For this is his secretary. We were just catching up on some of the paperwork.
Yeah, paperwork. Whatever she's wearing, I don't know if it's a bikini or just a,
General Turgidson, a Colonel Puntridge calling.
two-piece suit. I love it. I want it.
It decoded as wing attack, plan R.
Tell him to call base commander, Ripper. I have to think of everything on.
I feel like there's like a lot of miscommunication going on. People are being delegated, orders are being delegated, and I feel like those motherfuckers are gonna drop a nuclear bomb on Russia.
I see.
And well,
He says he's tried personally several times, but everything is dead.
in an alternate universe, all hell would have broken loose.
Where's my shorts?
On the floor. Where are you going?
No, please, no, please.
Isn't he wearing his shorts? What does he mean, where are my shorts?
First, trust no one, whatever his uniform or rank, unless he is known to you personally.
There are them radios. They actually confiscated it from everyone. Oh man, I am so scared. Don't tell me they actually drop a fucking nuclear bomb.
The emergency base code prefix is to be set up. This will block any transmission other than those preceded by a code prefix.
Oh my god. After this, I'm gonna have to read up a book on Cold War or something.
ICBM complex at Laputa.
Because I know in small terms that there almost was a war because of the Cuban Missile Crisis, but thankfully it didn't happen.
You see, if a Russian attack was in progress, we would certainly not be hearing civilian broadcasting.
That is true. It wouldn't be broadcasted on fucking CNN today, you know? Unless everybody's in on it, you
Then
know?
no use
I think the
of that
first
arm.
people to be in on it would
You
be
have
like
to
the
order the
Pentagon
entire
or
wing.
something. And they wouldn't want to cause a panic. Not right away, at least.
Now, why don't you just take it easy, Group Captain? Please make me a drink of grain alcohol and rainwater and help yourself to whatever you'd like.
Rainwater. I hope that's a brand or something and not actual rainwater. Whoa.
I'm afraid so. I was asked for the key.
There's nothing anybody can do about this thing now.
Did he actually lock him in? Wow.
Then I must insist, sir, that you give them to me.
Okay, you're not gonna allow him to leave?
A decision is being made by the President and the Joint Chiefs in the war room at the Pentagon.
Okay. What is the decision?
There is no possibility of recalling the wing. There will be only one course of action open. Total commitment.
Why can't you recall the wing?
I can no longer sit back and allow communist infiltration, communist indoctrination, communist subversion.
That's a lot of communists. Does he actually want war? Does he want the Cold War to turn into a hot war? Is that what's happening?
Now, General Turgidson, what's going on here?
Mr. President,
World targets and mega debts. Damn.
the commanding general of Burleson Air Force Base issued an order to the 34 B-52 attack their targets inside Russia.
So he went overboard. He wasn't like ordered to do that.
General Turgidson, I find this very difficult to understand.
Me too. What?
I was under the impression that I was the only one in authority to order the use of nuclear weapons.
That's right, sir.
Like I said, someone went overboard. Isn't there like a chain of command to like issue such an order?
It's beginning to look like General Ripper exceeded his authority.
Exceeded his
Far
authority.
beyond the point I would have imagined possible.
You mean like jeopardize the entire world?
Plan R is an emergency war plan in which a lower echelon commander may order nuclear retaliation.
That sounds like a big ass loophole. So some general can just order a nuclear war against an enemy state because he feels like it?
Well, I assume then that the planes will return automatically once they reach their fail-safe points.
That's my point. Why can't they be recalled back? Just call back the planes.
Now, once they fly beyond failsafe, they do not require a second order to proceed. They will...
Then why haven't you radioed the planes countermanding the go code?
Exactly. Why not?
Well, I'm afraid we're unable to communicate with any of the aircraft.
Why?
What the fuck happened?
Now, in order to prevent the enemy from issuing fake or confusing orders, is designed not to receive at all.
Excuse me? So they went into basically silent mode? What kind of a dumbass plan R?
Possible three-letter combination of the code. 17,000 permutations. It's going to take us about 2.5 days to transmit them all.
2.5 days? And they're about to attack in 25 minutes. Wow, dude.
Where did you get all this information?
So there's about to be a nuclear war because of a fail-safe plan that turned out to be the biggest dud of all.
My boys will give you the best kind of start, 1,400 megatons worth, and you sure as hell won't stop them now.
This is like reaching like some pride level of like, oh, we can't call them back now, or else the Soviets are gonna attack us.
Fluids.
What?
God bless you all.
So the general took it upon himself to start World War III. Wow.
This man is obviously a psychotic.
Yeah, I think he's like a paranoid.
All the facts, right?
Especially paranoid about communists.
You assured me there was no possibility of such a thing ever occurring.
I don't think it's quite fair because of a single slip-up, sir.
Slip-up? This slip-up could end the world.
I am becoming less and less interested in your estimates of what is possible and impossible.
General Faceman, are there any Army units stationed anywhere near Berkeley?
Bro was too busy with his secretary getting a tan. Didn't even know what was happening.
I told you never to call me here. Don't you know where I am? Well, look, baby, I can't talk to you now, but my president needs me.
Oh my god, is he actually talking to his mistress / secretary?
I deeply respect you as a human being. Someday I'm gonna make you Mrs. Buck Turgidson.
Wow, now is not the time and place, dude. The world is about to end.
Listen, sure. Don't forget to say your prayers.
Okay. This guy needs to be fired. And the other psychotic general...
The 23rd Airborne Division is stationed 7 miles away in
but
Alvarado.
It's already started, so how can you stop this?
Under Condition Red, it is standard procedure that the base be sealed off and the base defended by base security troops.
So you can't even get into the base to stop this dumbass attack? What kind of a plan is this?
In less than 15 minutes from now, the Ruskies will be making radar contact with the planes.
Wow, look at them. They've almost entered the airspace now.
We have done nothing further to suppress their retaliatory capabilities. We will suffer virtual annihilation.
Yeah, you just signed the civilians to, like, death by nuclear radiation.
We were to immediately launch an all-out and coordinated attack on all their airfields and missile bases. We'd stand a damn good chance of catching them with their pants down.
This guy just, like, jacks off to war porn, doesn't he?
And acceptable civilian casualties from the remaining force, which would be badly damaged and uncoordinated.
He's like, I made a mistake, so therefore let's just wipe Russia off the map so that nobody will even find out about our mistake. Just erase it all.
I'm not saying we wouldn't get our hair mussed, but I do say no more than 10 to 20 million killed, tops.
He just wants to, like, wipe the whole nation off the map. Oh, I forgot. It's not just Russia. It's USSR at the time.
He is the greatest mass murderer since Adolf Hitler.
Perhaps it might be better, Mr. President, if you were more concerned with the American than with your image in the history books.
Wow, look at the gaslighter over here. Trying to flip it over to him. You were the one that fucked up with your dumbass Plan R.
Am I to understand the Russian ambassador is to be admitted entrance to the war room?
That is correct. He is here on my
Is he about to accuse him for like, ooh, are you colluding with the Russians, Mr. President?
But are you aware of what a serious breach of security that would be? I mean, you see everything.
That is precisely the idea, General.
I mean, it's already about to happen since they can't recall the planes. Oh my god, that's... You know what's hurting me right now? To think about the amount of fuck-ups that may have actually happened in the war room. Like, by someone who just, like, decided to play God. Imagine, you know, not on like a grand scale, but let's say like 10 civilians died somewhere in a Middle Eastern country because of maybe one fuck up somewhere. It just pains me to think about it. Like, this is a joke. This is a parody, of course, but you know.
Book and Bible.
Wow, that is a
$100
very small Bible.
$100.
I mean, efficiency is one thing, but can you even read that?
One issue of prophylactic.
Anyway, but you know what I mean, right?
3 pair of nylon stockings.
Can't imagine this happening in reality. I mean, I guess it has happened many times.
Your eggs, then, they are fresh?
Oh, yes, sir.
I will have poached eggs. And bring me some cigars, please. Havana cigars.
Oh, this is the Russian guy.
One of these Jamaican cigars, Ambassador.
Thank you, no. I do not support the work of imperialist stooges.
Oh, only commie stooges, huh?
Okay, that was funny.
You're gonna let that lousy commie punk vomit all over us like this?
Mr. President?
Wow.
We haven't been able to reach Premier Kissoff on the...
Some of these, I understand during the Cold War, the paranoia was intense, but this is on some, like...
6543 Moscow.
Yes, sir.
You would never have found him through his office, Mr. President.
Russian people can read our minds type paranoia. Look at him clutching those books.
I said Premier Kissoff is a degenerate atheist.
Mr. President, I formally request to have his ignorant...
I'm sorry, Mr. President.
Yeah. Imagine the gall of this dude. He's the one with his weird-ass, dumbass plan. Oh my god.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. What is going on here? I demand an explanation.
You can't fight it here. This is the war room. That was hilarious.
Look at this, Mr. President. This lousy commie rat was taking pictures with this thing of the big board.
This clumsy fool attempted to plant.
I can't even see who is telling the truth.
I've never heard of such behavior in the war room
But
before.
my money is on
Mr.
the guy
President,
who fucked up.
I think they're getting him on the line.
My money is on the guy who is about to cause nuclear war right now. Oh wow. They're not kidding here. Ooh, they're not allowing anyone in this base. Oh, this is the plan, right? Like, the guards are going to have to secure this base. Oh, this general, I swear. His paranoia is about to cause 150 million deaths. Holy shit.
Careful, Mr. President. I think he is drunk.
Listen, I can't hear too well. Do you suppose you could turn the music down just a little?
Is he talking to the president?
Fine, I can hear you now, Dmitri.
Or the prime minister of
Clear
Russia?
and plain and coming through fine.
This guy has like some type of chewing gum addiction or sugar addiction or something. He's been chewing on those anxiously.
I agree with you. It's great to be fine. Now then, Dmitri.
Why are they conversing like they're about to meet on Sunday for a game of water polo?
Well, now, what happened is one of our base commanders, he had went a little funny in the head.
He's talking about it so casually. The fuck?
Well, I'll tell you what he did. He ordered his planes to attack your country. Well, let me finish, Dmitri.
Yeah, Dmitri is about to blow a gasket. Yeah.
Well, listen, how do you think I feel about it? Can you imagine how I feel about it, Dmitri?
Imagine what the citizens are gonna feel about it.
Of course I like to speak to you. Not now, but anytime, Dmitri. I'm just calling up to tell you something terrible has happened.
I'm just calling up to tell you I'm about to blow up your entire country.
They will not reach their targets for at least another hour. Listen, I've been all over this with your ambassador. It is not a trick.
Yeah, an hour my ass. It seems like it's about to reach there in 10 minutes.
We're just gonna have to help you destroy them. All right, well, listen, now who should we call? The People's Central Air Defense Headquarters.
Wow. Imagine if this actually happened, like, in reality.
Too, Dmitri.
God. Hitler who? I mean, this guy, this president would have been the biggest monster ever.
I am
all because of a
as
general's fuck up.
Don't say that you're more sorry than I am, because I'm capable of being just as sorry as you are.
Jesus Christ. He's so touchy-feely about this right now. It's like his feelings were hurt.
The Doomsday Machine.
Doomsday Machine? What is that?
A device which will destroy all human and animal life on Earth.
What the fuck? What is the Doomsday Machine? Is it the Russian equivalent of 1 million nuclear bombs? I don't know. Oh my god.
Yes, Dad?
Have you ever seen a commie drink a glass of water?
He's actually holding this poor man hostage. I feel so bad.
Vodka. That's what they drink, isn't it? Never water.
He's talking about communists as if they're not human beings.
See,
They follow
again.
an ideology, an economical way of life in a different country, so therefore they're not even humans. They drink differently than us. God damn.
And as human beings, you and I need fresh, pure water. Are you beginning to understand?
Yeah, that guy is me right now. I have no idea what the fuck's going on with this guy.
That fluoridation is the most monstrously conceived and dangerous communist plot we have ever had to face?
I think you have to stop worrying about that and instead worry about the bullets entering your room. Jesus. That's some good luck he has. Didn't even get shot for a second. What the fuck? Why did he take his, What are those? Golf clubs? Or what is it called? Oh. Sorry, he's not about to play golf. That's a cool hiding place.
Come over here and help me with this belt.
I haven't had very much experience, you know.
Wow. That's a way to hide a gun like that.
I never told you, but you see, got a gammy leg. Oh dear, gone shot off.
Oh, he doesn't have a leg. Interesting.
When it is detonated, it will produce enough evil radioactive fallout. The surface of the Earth will be as dead as the moon.
Yeah, the amount of bombs that are about to be detonated, seeing as we are neighbors of Russia. Yeah. Every country next to Russia would be just like, would be seeing a nuclear winter unlike nothing else.
When they are exploded, they will produce Doomsday shroud, a lethal cloud of radioactivity which will encircle the Earth.
Yeah. All life would be over. Waters would be poisoned, animals would die, there would be radiation all over the place. And yeah, America will see that if this happens.
It is designed to trigger itself automatically.
But surely you can disarm it somehow.
It is designed to explode if any attempt is ever made to untrigger it.
Oh, so if those bombs are dropped, the Doomsday Machine would be triggered, and the Doomsday Machine would cause that type of nuclear winter.
Why should you build such a thing?
Our Doomsday scheme cost us just a small fraction of what we've been spending on defense in a single year.
Oh, wow. So on both sides there are dumbasses. In America, there was this dumbass who planned the Project R, and on their end, on the USSR's end, there was the Doomsday Machine idea. Possibly cooked up by one of these generals, scientists, whoever.
It requires only the will to do so.
Why is he shaking like that? Is he okay?
And at the same time, impossible to untrigger.
It is not only possible, it is essential.
Oh my god. This guy's about to drown in chewing gum.
Gee, I wish we had one of them Doomsday machines, Dainty.
But this is...
You already do. It's called Project R.
When you merely wish to bury bombs, there's no limit to the size.
I can't fucking take him seriously because he's just like so creepily smiling while trying to explain things and barely holding onto his cigarette. Oh my god, look at the planes behind.
Is that the whole point of the Doomsday Machine is lost?
They're so close to their targets now.
Why didn't you tell the world, eh?
It was to be announced at the party congress on Monday.
I think his smile is like a paralysis kind of a thing. He can't stop smiling. Maybe he's just really excited about nuclear war. It's like finally something to do or something like that. Oh my god, nobody can penetrate this base. Holy shit. But would it work? Penetrating this base? I mean, the planes have already been released, so... I'm surprised that this general hasn't been shot even once. He has some insane plot armor. Can he even see who he's shooting at?
Don't you think we'd be better off in some other part of the room away from all this flying glass?
Me too, man, me too. Hide in the bathroom or something.
You realize that in addition to fluoridating water, where there are studies underway to fluoridate salt, flour, ice cream, children's ice cream?
What is this fluoridation he keeps talking about?
You know when fluoridation first began? 1946, Mandrake. How does that coincide?
He's making it seem like they're poisoning children's ice creams or something. What is that? Probably not as bad as he's making it to be.
I first became aware of it, Mandrake, during the physical act of love. Luckily, I was able to interpret these feelings correctly.
So he wanted to cause nuclear war after fucking someone?
Women sense my power, and they seek the life essence. I do not avoid women, Mandrake. I do deny them my essence.
I don't even know. Like, he sounds like he's going through something. I don't even know. Oh my god, the guards surrendered. They're like, we can't protect this base. I'm sorry.
Those boys were like my children, Mandrake. Now they let me down.
No, Jack, not a bit of it.
They didn't let you down. They don't even know what they were and who they were fighting and why they were fighting. I don't think he told them that he is about to wipe Russia off the face of the earth.
And I drink a lot of water, you know. I'm what you might call a water man, Jack. That's what I am. And I can swear to you, my boy.
He seems like he's dead or something on the inside. Like he's completely believed his own bullshit.
Were you ever a prisoner of war?
Yes, I was, matter of fact, Jack, I was.
Did they torture you?
Yes, they did. I was...
Is Mandrake the same dude who was like on the wheelchair? The actors look very similar except for the mustache.
I don't know how well I could stand up under torture.
And my advice to you, Jack, is to give me the code now.
Oh, he is the one that knows the code to stop the planes. Right, that's why they're trying to get him.
Makes you feel marvelous. That's what we need, Jack. Water on the back of the neck and the code. Now, I'll try and guess what the code is.
Oh, he's not gonna give the code. He has made up his mind. God. How is it any different from someone who gets, you know, indoctrinated on the internet, watches too much, like, political commentators, digests that day in and day out, and then regurgitates it? How is it any different? That's your brain on fucking propaganda. I do feel for him. I feel like he was just mentally ill or something. He just believed in the paranoia that, you know, the Russians are coming. And the Russians are also paranoid and making their own doomsday machine and shit. God, this is like such a failure of communication.
Confirmed definite missile track.
So the world is literally about to end right now. We're about to witness the death of civilization. Cool.
Missile still closing, true and steady. Continue evasive action.
So someone is like sending a missile towards them? Russians probably.
Missile detonated.
Oh my god. So they did get hit by a missile. What the hell? Oh, they didn't get hit? Almost. Man. Are they about to crash? Seems like it. Yeah, they're about to fall into water right now.
Transfer switch.
Maybe the best thing, if they can get out of it and let this plane be. At least a couple of million lives would be saved right now. Oh, did they rebound? Oh, they didn't crash. Shit. The first time I wished for a plane to crash. Oh, he's trying to decode. Poor man. Still trying to save humanity right now. God, poor Mandrake. I feel for you.
And I am Group Captain Lionel Mandrake. I'm General Ripper's executive officer.
Where's General Ripper?
He's dead in the bathroom.
Yeah, ate a bullet by himself. Too bad. The code went with him. Fucking dumbass.
That I have a very, very good idea. I think, I hope, I pray what the recall code is. It's some sort of recurrent theme he kept repeating. It's a...
Maybe. It could be something that he keeps saying. Could be
Don't you
pieces
know
of
that General Ripper
profession.
went as mad as a bloody March hare and set the whole wing to attack the
Could
Soviets?
be
Don't you know that?
fluoridation or whatever the fuck he was talking about.
Blast, shot away, I expect, by one of your men during this ridiculous fighting.
Not even a phone connection. Oop.
All right, Charlie, I've been wasting too much time on you. I got a lot of wounded men outside.
Yeah. You'll get a phone outside, don't worry. But do you even have the code? Oh no, maybe it's all shot. Like, all phones and codes. Maybe there is no way to recall. Like, even if they send the code, maybe the machine is gone.
This gives us a radius of action sufficient to take out our targets, but we will not be able to make it back to any base.
So they will be near the nuclear range. They won't be able to come back, but they have to land or crash somewhere close by. Yeah. Hooray, cancer. God.
And we're leaking fuel. If we was flying any lower, why we need sleigh bells on this thing. But we got...
Wow, they're flying really low. Holy shit.
I think you're some kind of deviated prevert. I think General Ripper found out about your preversion and that you were organizing some kind of mutiny of preverts. Now move!
This entire movie is about miscommunication. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows what's going on.
All I was told to
And nobody knows how to relay the right information to the right party. Everybody just knows someone is something, including the Russians.
Now, the president wants to speak to General Ripper, doesn't he? Now, General Ripper is dead, is he not?
They were like, let's make the world-ending machine, just in case someone attacks us. Well, fuck that.
Go ahead. Try and get the president of the United States on the phone.
Would this call even go? Would this even go through? He's calling from a fucking one of those dial-up payphones.
They won't accept the call. Have you got 55 cents?
Well, you don't think I'd go into combat with loose change in my pocket, do you?
Oops.
Is it possible to make this an ordinary
Imagine the fate of the world lies
call it, you know,
on 50 cents. Ugh. I don't even know what to call this moment right now.
That Coca-Cola machine. I want you to shoot the lock off it. There may be some change in there.
You better do it, man. You better do it.
That's private property.
Oh my
Colonel,
God.
can you possibly imagine what is going to happen to you?
Oh
Your
my God.
frame, outlook, way of life, and everything?
The priorities are so out of whack right now.
Can you imagine? That's what the bullets are for, you twit!
Wow.
Okay.
You blew up the entire building. You're worried about a Coca-Cola machine?
But if you don't get the president of the United States on that phone, you know what's going to happen to you?
What?
You're going to have to answer to the Coca-Cola company.
He'll do that, don't worry. There's your fucking change. Wow. You got a free drink at least. Oh my God. What is even happening right now? Wow, Mandrake really saved the day?
Missions 12, 22, 30, and 38
What?
are reported destroyed by enemy action.
Go Mandrake! Wow, can you imagine? 50 cents on a Coca-Cola fucking save the day, save the world.
Gentlemen.
Is he going through a sugar high right now?
I'm not a sentimentalist at all by nature, but I think I know what's in every heart in this room.
That you should be fired?
And bow our heads and give a short prayer of thanks for our deliverance. Lord, we have heard the wings of the angel of death.
You are in no position to preach right now, fuck ass.
Excuse me, sir. Premier Kissoff's calling again, and he's hopping mad.
Oh, there's still one plane left. The one that got its radio shot or something.
Fuel flow on active engines and leakage has increased. Now
this is the only plane that I guess wasn't recalled.
estimate remaining fuel at 8.
Man,
7.
Mandrake did his best though. Holy shit.
0.5 per minute and remaining fuel 8,790.
God, I hope the fuel leaks before they could even drop a motherfucking bomb right now. Fuck.
No, Dimitri, there must be some mistake. I'm perfectly certain of that, Dimitri. You know what he says? He says that one of the planes hasn't turned back.
Yeah, it's just, God, it's gonna take, all it takes is one plane.
Look, we've got an acknowledgement from every plane except the 4 you've shot down. He says their air defense now only claims 3 aircraft confirmed.
Oh, yeah. They did send a missile towards the planes.
Supposing Kissoff is lying about that 4th plane, just looking for an excuse to clobber us. I mean, if the spaghetti hits the fan now, we're in trouble.
Can you imagine this?
Dimitri, look, if this report is true and the plane manages to bomb, is this going to set off the Doomsday machine?
Now they're about to blame the other guy for their fault. Wow.
Listen, I mean, it's not going to help either one of us if the Doomsday Machine goes off now, is it?
They're just sitting here blaming each other.
Dimitri, there's no point in you getting hysterical at a moment like this.
I think you're the one that's getting hysterical.
Now look, if our air staff say its primary target is Laputa and its secondary target is Borkov, true, Dimitri, you gotta believe it.
They're gonna blame the other guy. They're gonna blame the Russians and be like, you're lying about the plane.
Put everything you've got into those two sectors and you can't miss.
Yeah, but that is true, though. Can all of the Russian Air Force stop one plane? Even though the plane is carrying a lot of nuclear warheads.
I don't give a hoot in hell how you do it. You just get me the primary, you hear?
Man, this guy's about to finish the job. He's so excited.
We ain't come this far just to dump this thing in the drink. What's the nearest target of opportunity?
So you won't reach your designated target, so you're just gonna drop it wherever you want? God. These guys are a little too trigger happy.
The Rusky talks big, but frankly, we think he's short of know-how. I mean, you just can't expect a bunch of ignorant peons to understand a machine like some of our boys.
Wow. This guy chewed a little too much sugar right now. I think he's acting like he's on speed.
He can barrel that baby in so low. I mean, you ought to see it sometime. It's a sight. A big plane like a 52 room.
That's not the point, bro.
Has he got a chance?
Wow, he's so excited about the plane's capabilities and the pilots. He's forgetting that this motherfucker is about to cause World War III. They're about to drop it in a new location too. Shit.
Bomb fusing master safety's on. Electronic.
Will these guys even come back after this? They don't have enough fuel, right? Man, they're about to be dead with the bomb.
Check bomb door circuits 1 through 4.
Oh. The bomb door is jammed?
Bomb door circuits. Negative function. Lights red.
Did the missile fuck up the bomb door? Don't tell me.
Engage emergency power.
Emergency power on. Still negative function.
Oh no. Looks like God had to intervene in this moment. Please tell me it stays closed.
Still negative function. The Teleflex drive cable must be sheared away.
Fire the explosive bolt.
Oh no, they have a failsafe to open it? Shit. Nothing is working?
The operating circuits are dead, sir.
Man. God was like, not today, bitch. You're not dropping this world-ending bomb today. Oh god, no. Please don't succeed. Please don't succeed.
Stay on the bomb run, boys. I'm going to get them doors open if it hair lips everybody on Bear Creek.
God, this guy's a little too patriotic. Shit. I don't even blame these guys. They never got any orders. They got the wrong order. Hi there. Oh my god. Handle with care. No fucking kidding. There's the problem. Right there. Oh, he's gonna manually do it? Oh god. Look at him sitting on the nuclear warhead trying to whack at the fucking wires with his cowboy hat. What is even happening right now? Oh my god. This guy is so
target distance
trigger happy right now. He is probably might succeed.
Holding line back to 0 mode.
Oh my god. He's actually fixing this shit manually right now.
4 miles. Auto CDC and Emmanuel.
Reattaching the wires and everything. He's gonna go with the bomb. He is so ready.
Where in hell is Major Kong?
Oh my god, what is this target? Doesn't even look like anything. Oh my god, he's actually going with the bomb. Oh, he's flying with the bomb. Holy shit. Wow. That's one cowboy right there. Oh my god. He actually detonated. And God even knows where. It wasn't even their intended target. Oh no.
I would not rule out the chance to preserve a nucleus of human specimen. It would be quite easy.
This guy's so creepy.
Radioactivity would never penetrate a mine some thousands of feet deep.
How long would you have to stay down there?
Man, they're talking about nuclear winter.
I would think that possibly 100 years.
Wow.
Actually stay down there for 100 years?
It would not be difficult, my Führer. Nuclear reactors could... I'm sorry, Mr. President.
Imagine how, like, this is how the Matrix starts. We all go to Zion and live there forever, and the machines take over. I mean, I guess this is how it starts.
But I would guess that dwelling space for several 100,000 of our people could easily be provided.
Oh my god, he is talking about Zion. Holy shit.
I would hate to have to decide who stays up and who goes down.
Yeah, probably the rich people will go down, and the poors would just survive the nuclear winter, I guess. Turn into mutated zombies.
Of course, it would be absolutely vital that our top government and military men be included.
Yeah, of course. The politicians take the front seat. Bro, why are you doing the salute?
But with the proper breeding techniques and a ratio of, say, 10 females to each male.
God, he's talking about breeding programs. Oh my god.
Grief-stricken and anguished that they'd, well, envy the dead and not want to go on living?
No, sir.
What is happening to him? Does his hand have a mind of its own or something?
When they go down into the mine, everyone will still be alive. There will be no shocking memories. Prevailing motion will be one of nostalgia for those left behind.
Oh my god, they're actually having this discussion. Wow, why does his hand keep doing that? Why does his hand keep doing the Heil salute? Okay, okay. This is one of your top mines? The one with the demon hand?
10 women to each man. Wouldn't that necessitate the abandonment of the monogamous sexual relationship?
Yeah, this guy has his priorities straight.
Regrettably,
After
yes.
fucking over the
But
whole
it is,
world,
you know,
he's
a sacrifice required
now
for the future of the human race.
trying to get into the polygamous marriage world.
I must confess, you have an astonishingly good idea there, Doctor.
10 women against one? Yeah.
In fact, they might even try an immediate sneak attack so they could take over our mine shaft space.
Yeah, I think it's
He's like, I'm so done with this conversation. I'm going home, or whatever's left of it.
in Soviet expansionist policy. I mean, we must be increasingly on the alert to prevent them.
Ooh, he actually did have a camera. Instead of trying to plant one on him, maybe you could have searched him.
I have a plan.
Wow.
Monsieur, I can walk!
He can actually walk? Why was he on a wheelchair? And why does he keep saying Mein Führer? Who let that guy in? Oh dear lord. Is this the aftermath of that bomb? Jesus. Oh my god, what a tragedy. Why do some people want to turn Earth into the sun? We already have a giant nuclear explosion of a star in front of us. Why do you want to turn the Earth into a star? An exploding one? I don't get it. I don't get some people, but whatever. Dear lord. This is the start of the Matrix. People have to crawl under the ground and come back thousands of years later. Oh god. I'm just imagining the deaths surrounding these bombs. The amount of people who are just dying right now in front of us. Oh, this was a very short film. Well, this was a very unique viewing for me. I went into this movie completely blind, by the way. And as I've said before on many other of my reactions, I was never good at history. I was never a good history student. So sometimes some of the details would escape me. But this movie was less about reality of the situation, less about the Cold War itself, but about but this was like a big what if question, what if World War III actually happened? What if the Cold War actually turned into a nuclear war? And, well, I was not expecting this many fuck-ups from heads of state all over the place, especially that general that was paranoid and the other one that tried to blame the Russians all the time. It just goes to show what could happen with this much paranoia, and when you just become this conspiracy theorist tinfoil hat person like the other guy who, well, ended his life. I mean, look what could happen, This was a very unique viewing too. It's just this is unlike any other movie I've ever seen. People said that this was a parody, this was a comedy, and it is, don't get me wrong. But it wasn't necessarily haha funny, but I was just kind of dreading the inevitable. And the inevitable happened, and the cowboy fucking rode the nuclear bomb to its detonation. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen, by the way. But there were definitely some comedic elements in here. Some sentences that you would never hear. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. I mean, yeah, it definitely has its moment, but it's not necessarily a comedy, in my opinion. It's definitely a great parody, it's a great satire, but it's something that makes you ask questions. At the end of the day, it makes you wonder, what if this happened with recently with so many leaders proving themselves to be not worthy of their seat all over the world, and you just see how do these people get into power, and you realize that these politicians, they're just like us, and not even just like us, sometimes even dumber than us. And we don't even know, if they are actually capable of making such terrifying decisions on a day-to-day basis. So it really makes you ask the questions, especially the character that was sitting on the wheelchair with his salute that he kept doing, that was questionable. I gotta research this movie, and not only that, I gotta rewatch this movie. But he was even freakier than the general who lost his mind, and goes to show what propaganda could really do to you. I mean, Jojo Rabbit was very effective in this too, as a satire about how they portray Jewish people as having, tails and horns or something, making Jewish people seem like not even human. And here, they kept saying that the Russians are doing this, the Russians are doing that, and not even Russians, the commies, So it goes to show what could really happen if you just look at the other person as actually the other, and not like a person, I have more to say, of course, and I'm gonna write a proper review break after researching this film and after rewatching this film. I went into this movie completely blind, and this is my genuine first time watching reaction, so I do feel like I may have missed out on a couple of things, so I definitely have to give this a rewatch. So be right back. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction to Dr. Strangelove. If you're not new to this channel, you might have noticed that I did not put review breaks on this reaction. That's because, like I mentioned in the intro part, my mother had a nasty fall this weekend, and I have been dealing with all the household chores, the cleaning, the cooking, the taking out the garbage, and the grocery shopping, so I didn't get any lick of time to put my thoughts on paper and onto the screen. But I just gotta say, as an ending note, I enjoyed the heck out of this movie. Wow, it's really raining outside, by the way. This is cool. I enjoyed how weird it was, how weird Dr. Strangelove was, and there was this kind of a hint that he may have worked before for Hitler, and he couldn't really shed that part of him entirely. He still kept calling Mr. President Mein Führer. But this entire movie was a really big what if question. What if this had happened instead of the reality that we live right now? And I feel like other works have also tried asking this type of question. I think The Man in the High Castle by Philip K. Dick is another work that had asked this question, like what if Hitler actually won World War II? What would have happened? I'm really excited to read that book and watch the series too. So now I want to know from you guys, what did you think about Dr. Strangelove? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? What did you think about Stanley Kubrick's message in this movie? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below, and of course, if you want to watch the full reaction to this, or if you just want to support this channel, you can at patreon.com/ShreeNation, or you can make a one-time donation at Buy Me a Coffee at ShreeNation. You can also become a channel member by clicking on the join button next to the subscribe button. You can also subscribe to my second channel in case anything happens to this one. I thank you so much for supporting this channel and for watching this video to the very end. It's all that matters to me that you enjoyed it, and I hope I didn't waste your time. See you next video.